Have you ever wondered how beautiful jewelry is made? We're about to embark on a fascinating journey through the world of jewelry making. Jewelry, a vibrant facet of fashion and style, is crafted with precision and creativity. It's not just about shining gems and glittering gold, but a process that involves design, selection, creation, and finishing. This art form has the power to turn simple materials into stunning masterpieces. So, are you ready to transform beads and wires into your own fashion statement? Stay tuned if you're interested in creating your own unique pieces of jewelry. Before we dive into the process, you need to gather your materials. Jewelry making is an art, and every artist needs their palette. In this case, your palette comprises a variety of fascinating materials, each playing a crucial role in your creation. Let's start with the stars of the show, the beads. Beads come in a myriad of shapes, sizes, and materials. From glass and crystal to wood and ceramic, the choices are endless. Be sure to select beads that not only match your design, but also speak to your personal style. Next on our list is the wire. This is like the canvas for your art. It holds everything together. You can opt for silver, gold, copper, or even colored wires. Just remember, the wire should complement your beads and also be strong enough to hold them. Clasps are the unsung heroes of jewelry making. They secure your beautiful piece around the wearer's neck, wrist, or ear. There are many different types of clasps, such as lobster clasps, toggle clasps, and magnetic clasps. Choose one that matches your design and is easy for the wearer to use. Now let's talk about tools. A good set of jewelry making tools is essential. You'll need things like wire cutters, round nose pliers, and crimping tools. These will help you manipulate your materials and put everything together. All these materials can be found in many places. Local craft stores are a treasure trove of supplies. Don't forget to check out their clearance section. You never know what gems you might find there. Online shopping is another great option, especially for finding unique and specialty items. One thing to always keep in mind is the quality of your materials. Good quality beads, wires, and clasps will ensure that your jewelry is durable and long-lasting. Remember, your creation is a reflection of you, so use materials that you're proud of. Once you have all your materials ready, we can begin the fun part. Now that you have your materials, it's time to design your jewelry. The design stage is like the blueprint of your jewelry creation. It's where you decide what your finished piece will look like, and it's also your chance to let your personality shine through your craft. Your design will guide your hands as you create, helping you avoid mistakes and achieve a piece that you'll be proud to wear or give as a gift. Let's talk about some basic elements of design. Color is a big one. Think about what colors you feel drawn to, or what colors might complement the outfits you wear most often. You can stick to a monochrome palette for a chic, minimalist look, or mix it up with a rainbow of hues for a fun, eclectic vibe. Next, consider the shape of your jewelry. Do you prefer the geometric angles of squares and triangles, or are you more drawn to the soft curves of circles and ovals? Remember, there's no right or wrong answer here. It's all about what makes you happy. Texture is another important design element. Smooth beads have a classic appeal, but don't be afraid to experiment with textured materials like wood, glass, or even fabric. They can add an unexpected twist to your designs. Creativity and individuality are what make handmade jewelry so special. Don't be afraid to think outside the box and experiment with different design elements. The most important thing is that you love the final product. With the design in mind, you're ready to start creating. This is where your creativity comes to life, the creation process. Now that we've gathered our materials and designed our jewelry, it's time to bring our vision to life. The creation process may seem daunting, but fear not. With a breakdown into simple, easy-to-follow steps and a few handy tips, you'll be stringing beads and bending wires like a pro in no time. Let's start with one of the most basic jewelry-making techniques, stringing beads. This is as simple as threading beads onto a piece of wire or thread. The real artistry here lies in the arrangement of the beads. Play with color, texture, and size to create a visually interesting piece. Remember, there's no right or wrong when it comes to your design. It's all about expressing your unique style. Next, we'll tackle attaching clasps. This is a crucial step, as the clasp is what will hold your jewelry together. First, slide a crimp bead onto the end of your wire or thread, followed by the clasp. Then loop the wire or thread back through the crimp bead and pull it tight. Using a pair of crimping pliers, squeeze the crimp bead until it's secure. Voila! You've just attached a clasp. Now, onto the fun part, bending wires. This technique allows you to create intricate designs and is a staple in handmade jewelry. Start by cutting a piece of wire to your desired length. Then, using a pair of round-nose pliers, grasp the wire at the point where you want to create a bend or loop. Apply pressure and twist your wrist. The wire will bend around the pliers, creating a loop. Practice makes perfect with this technique, so don't get discouraged if your first few tries aren't perfect. A few additional tips for beginners. Always work in a well-lit area. Good lighting is essential for seeing small details and avoiding mistakes. Also, don't rush the process. Jewelry making is a relaxing and rewarding hobby, so take your time and enjoy the journey. Lastly, don't be afraid to experiment. The beauty of handmade jewelry is that each piece is unique. Try different techniques, mix and match materials, and most importantly, have fun with it. Remember, practice is key. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become, and the better your jewelry will look. Don't get discouraged if your first few pieces aren't perfect. Even the most experienced jewelers had to start somewhere. With patience and practice, you'll soon have a beautiful piece of jewelry. So keep those creative juices flowing and happy crafting. Now that your piece is assembled, it's time for the finishing touches. Finishing touches in jewelry making are like the cherry on top of a sundae. They may seem like small details, but they can make a world of difference in the final product. It's the stage where your creation truly comes to life, where it takes on a personality of its own. Consider polishing, for instance. A well-polished piece of jewelry not only shines brilliantly, but also feels smooth and comfortable against the skin. Polishing is an art in itself, requiring patience and precision. Whether you're using a polishing cloth or a buffing machine, remember to be gentle. It's about enhancing the beauty of your piece, not wearing it down. Now, let's talk about charms and other embellishments. These are like the sprinkles on your sundae. They add a dash of surprise, a splash of color, and a whole lot of character. A tiny charm can tell a story. A small gem can catch the light in the most mesmerizing way. It's these details that make your jewelry uniquely yours. So, don't rush through this stage. Take your time, enjoy the process. Choose your embellishments with care, place them with precision, and polish with passion. Because it's these finishing touches that transform a simple piece of jewelry into a work of art. With the finishing touches done, your jewelry is complete. Congratulations! You've just created your own unique piece of jewelry. Let's take a moment to recap the magic that unfolded today. We started by gathering our materials, selecting the finest beads, chains, and charms that spoke to our creative spirit. The world of jewelry making is vast, and the options are truly endless. Next, we plunged into the exciting phase of designing our jewelry. Remember how we played with different arrangements, color schemes, and patterns? That's the beauty of this craft. It's an open canvas for your imagination. Then we brought our designs to life, delicately threading each bead, carefully bending each wire, and meticulously securing each clasp. It was a test of patience and precision, but the result? Absolutely worth it. And finally, we added those finishing touches that made our pieces truly shine. Polishing, adjusting, refining. These small steps make a big difference, and they're what transform a good piece of jewelry into a great one. Now, you're not just wearing a piece of jewelry, you're wearing a piece of your own craftsmanship. And there's a special kind of joy and satisfaction that comes with that, isn't there? So keep experimenting with different designs, techniques, and materials. The more you explore, the more you'll discover your own unique style. Remember, practice makes perfect. Keep creating and you'll soon master the art of jewelry making.